Good night. I hope everyone is having a good night or day. Welcome to my channel. I'm KP. Let me turn down this music. I'm KP, and this is day 2 of the P. Diddy trial. We have the copyright disclaimer up, and I'm going to share with you what I've gathered today about day 2 of the P. Diddy, aka Sean Combs trial. So make sure that I'm going to probably be on for about 30 minutes. Please bear with me. I hope everybody's having a good night or morning, whatever time this is coming to you. Okay, so we're going to get into this. So yesterday, we found out that P. Diddy had some support from his family. He had his mother there, his sons, and his daughters. I believe 3 of his daughters were there. We found out that there were 2 witnesses. One, security from the hotel from the incident May 5th, 2006. No, March 5th of 2016. And the other witness was the hired ex-worker. On Monday, the ex-worker, according to court testimony, Cassie paid a male dancer thousands of dollars to have sex with her multiple times while Diddy watched and directed, even commenting they didn't have enough baby oil on their bodies. The dancer was the prosecution's second witness in the Diddy's ex trafficking trial on Monday. Let's see. Hey, King of Kampala, I haven't seen you in a while. This is trending news. So, your girl KP is on it. It's not all about mommy sector stuff and other things. We're going to have to talk about this. So make sure you give me a thumbs up on the way in. We're just briefly going over what happened yesterday. And it was said that when the ex-worker, the dancer, testified that his daughters left the room. And also, we know that P. Diddy has some famous lawyers that were involved in the Chris Brown case, Teeny Geragos and Mark Geragos, a daughter and father. So they are representing him along with several others. So I don't know what the story is behind this drawing. I don't know if he did that to his family or if he was doing that. I don't think he was doing that to Cassie. So what I found out today is that this is going to be this is supposed to be an 8-week long trial. And there are, I believe, 8 there's 8. Hold on one second. Let me get my notes. I'll go over how many women and men. I believe there is 8 men and 4 women, but I will correct myself if I am wrong with that. So when the dancer testified yesterday, P. Diddy was upset and they said that he scoot his chair back. He moved his chair back from the defense table. So Cassie is pregnant and she is going to be on the stand for 2 to 3 days. Hey, CC Life. They said that According to court documents, they said that Cassie had an explosive testimony. So I just have a couple of notes what she I don't have the transcripts, but I do have some notes from other news outlets of what was said, questions, things were asked, and she was sworn in and she was visibly pregnant. She looks like she's about 8 months pregnant. She's about to have a baby. So in this testimony, she was asked questions about the freak offs, about the male performer. And according to other lawyers, they're saying that they think this is a great strategy for the prosecution because they have collaborating witnesses. What that means is the collaborating witness is the dancer that testified on Monday before Cassie, and now Cassie is testifying, and it's collaborating testimony because they're pretty much saying the same thing. Some allege that they want Cassie to testify first. Hi, Lynn. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up because they think that she can go into labor any day now. Cassie was asked to describe their relationship. They have a 17-year age difference. She was 19 years old when she met Sean Combs. And she expressed that he was going to help her with her career. She was asked about the violence and if she enjoyed some of the freak offs. She said that she did enjoy it just to be close to him. And she appeared to get very emotional when she talked about it. She said that he would often get violent after the freak offs if she did not want to continue. The defense for P. Diddy said that it was nothing about trafficking. It was always about just consensual adults that were wanting to be with each other, and that they did not deny that he had an anger problem and that he often got jealous. They could not deny the footage and the pictures that they had on him from March 6, 2016, when he had a violent encounter with Cassie Ventura. She said that this incident happened when it was after a freak off and she did not want to participate anymore. And this is what he did to her when she tried to get away. Some argue that because Cassie paid some of these workers, that she was a participant and not a victim. But she was a victim of DV. The defense also said things like he zoned out and he had anger issues. But when Cassie Ventura took the stand, she shared that she had a lot of physical and psychological abuse from Sean Diddy Combs. Hey, thank you for being here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So I just want to let you guys know how serious these charges are. One count of racketeering can be a life sentence. Also, ex trafficking could also be a life sentence. So what the defense is trying to say is that what they're trying to argue is that what happened between Cassie and P. Diddy was simply a act of DV, and that it was nothing about racketeering or ex trafficking because she was a willing participant. Cassie also shared that he would blackmail her with the freak off videos and that he would tell her that he was going to show people if she refused to do them. He often sat back and directed them to put on baby oil, and if they didn't have enough baby oil, he was upset and he had to have them just lathered in baby oil. So, some lawyers say that this could be a potential problem for the prosecution if they continue to find witnesses that say that she was a willing participant and not a victim of the ex trafficking. I know. Isn't that sad? So we shall see what is going to happen. Please give me a thumbs up. It's really a lot of this is going to be a long trial, you guys. There's going to be there's a list that's coming out. And it's funny because I read this list and I'm not going to read the whole list, but this list that came out, I don't know if this was just the first party list because we all know that P. Diddy, he didn't just have one party, he had multiple parties. He had the first party and then he would have the after party. So this list that came out, I don't know if how many people on this list, um, I don't know if they all were just in the first party or if they were also involved in the after party. Okay. So I'm going to read off a couple of people on this list. And I'm sure you're not going to be surprised when you hear this. How many kids does Cassie have? Well, right now she has two girls and she's pregnant right now. She has two girls with her husband, Alex Fine, I believe that's his name. And she's currently pregnant with her third child. So yep, that's her and her husband. They were married in 2019. And that's their second daughter. I don't have a picture of their other daughter, but yeah, they have two daughters. And it was said that her husband at first wasn't allowed to be in the courtroom, but he was there. He didn't show too much emotion, but of course, Cassie was very emotional when she got into her testimony. She did claim that she loved him. I didn't know that, sis. Thank you for Sissy Poo. Oh, you're welcome. She did claim that she loved him and she looked up to him and that he actually taught her a lot of things that she did not know. She was really inexperienced and he coerced her to do a lot of these acts, these freak offs and these king nights. Remember, they had a 17-year age difference. She was only 19 years old and they were in a relationship for 10 years. She was scared to tell him no. There's often times where she shared that she would get black eyes from the DV. Yeah. She was only 19, and she said that's just who the girl she was back then. She just really wanted to learn. She signed a I believe it was a 10 album record deal, but if you guys remember Cassie when she came out, I just remember seeing her one time just in some features, and I was like, "Whatever happened to her?" She never blew up. I thought she was gonna be like the next Aaliyah. She had that look that she could dance, but she never really went past what she did. She just had, I believe, like a single, and she never did anything else. So, and when reporters described the jury as just watching and they were just locked in to her testimony and they were really paying attention. The jurors are not allowed to have um, access to any social media. Let's see. What do you think? You know what? It's alleged that him and Mary J did have relations. I don't know if you heard, but we can get into the memoir. There was a memoir that came out, even though it was a Kim Porter, not Kim Cole, Porter memoir that came out that alleged that her and Mary J had a threesome with P Diddy. And I don't know if you heard it, but a lot of people are reading it. And um, but his family came out saying her family came out saying that it wasn't true, but a close friend of hers exposed it and it was written in a memoir of hers. So we can get into that. That could be a whole nother video if you would like to get into the Kim Porter memoirs. I listened to it and it was great. If you guys want to get into that, we can definitely get into that, and we can listen to it, okay? Because it was pretty interesting. There's someone on on this platform, and she reads them. So, I'm hoping I can put the, um, disclaimer up, and we can all have a little reaction on the Kim Porter memoirs. They are so alarming. Yes. So if I could find it, we might do it. We might have that be. We will, because I just have to make sure that I don't get a strike or anything like that. The only thing that may happen is that my monetization will go into the yellow and not the green. But it's pretty interesting. It really is. And if you're just now joining me, I know that this is a little different than the content that I usually do when it's to all my mommy sector subscribers. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I will resume other content that I've been doing, but I'm also going to add a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I hope you appreciate it and I hope you don't mind. Just don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this live and on the replay. Oh, yes, it's been a long day, but I got my tea and I am encouraged to go find that content, sis, because it will be some good content to listen to. It was also said that Cassie was very soft spoken. Um, but again, they asked her if she enjoyed it, and she said at times she did, and that she did love him. When they talked about the abuse, when they asked her about the abuse, she she said that it included being stomped in the head, dragged, and there was a lot of physical there was a lot of arguments that turned into physical arguments. Okay? So, and I'm just interested to know, well, I guess his daughters are there to support him, but I just that has to be hard for them to listen to all of this testimony about their father. What do you guys think in the comments below and on the replay? What what his daughters are going through. It's pretty sad. They're so young, but they're there to support their father. They remind me so much of their mom. I mean, they just look so much like her. The twins. You're here for it, sis? Yes, it's sad. It definitely is sad. Okay, let me see what other notes do I have on this. Again, this is going to be an 8-week trial. She's going to be on the stand for 2 to 3 days. So this is just the first day. And I don't know if they are going to ask her about any other witnesses, but they're probably going to just continuously ask her questions because she was in a relationship with him for 10 years. That's a very long time to be with someone. And so we will hear. So I'm going to read off just a few names that's on this list. And I'm sure we're not going to be surprised. Um, it's like everybody is there. I'm not going to go in order, but you know what? Kamala Harris is on this list, you guys. I'm just going to throw it out there. Kamala Harris on there. Lizzo's on there. Zoe Kravitz. Offset, of course, is on there. Gigi Hadid. Justin Timberlake. Bella Hadid. Pharrell. Eva Longoria. Shakira. John Legend. Okay. I know. And of course, Beyonce, Will Smith, C Breezy, Chris Brown, Rick Ross. Oh no. Tyler, the Creator. Did I say Nicki Minaj? Also, 50 Cent, Drake, Paris Hilton, and many more. And I might repeat these names over because there's at least I see like 80 and I just named a few. So I will see how they are going to, and of course Kanye West. Of course Kanye West. Okay. Oh, sis, I see Mary J. Blige is also on the list. So, are we surprised that all these names are on the list? Not really, because he is a entertaining business mogul and he knew a lot of people. But he's going to definitely argue, or his defense is going to argue that he didn't do anything wrong when it came to racketeering. He didn't do that. He just had a bad temper and it was clearly just DV. And that's all it was. So we are going to get into some more of the testimony. I have some more notes here. And just bear with me. Okay. I have so many images here. So yes, one of these lawyers was a lawyer for Chris Brown. And do I have? Okay, here we go. So there's no cameras allowed in the courtroom. There's just There's just a sketch artist can be in there and that's it. But again, Cassie did admit that she loved him. She just wanted to be close to him, and that's why she did the things that she did, and she paid for ex workers to please him. And she also said that there were times where she didn't want to do it. And it's also alleged that he would have her sit in a bathtub of baby oil for hours to prepare for these freak offs. And it was just she was just really intimidated by him. She looked like she was just visually disturbed by him. He did look intently at her while she was testifying, and this is not a photoshopped picture. This is what he currently looks like right now. I know. He currently looks like this. He is not allowed to dye his hair in jail. He has to be his authentic self, just gray. He is 55 years old, and it's also said that he looks visually thinner. He's being accused of kidnapping, transporting, and much more. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video, and I will let you know what's going to happen in day 3 of the trial. And also, I'm going to get into listening to Kim Porter's memoirs. So if you would like to listen to those with me and hear some commentary on it, please let me know if you're interested in that. Give me a thumbs up on the way in or out. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, she's testifying for 2 to 3 days. This is just day 1. And it's going to be an 8-week long trial. See you in the next video.